Hello, I'm Louise. I am a primary NQT and I now have my own class of mixed Key Stage 1 pupils. I knew that I wanted to change my career to become a teacher after my job as a family support worker had me spending less direct time with children and spending more time on things like paperwork. I'd been spending time volunteering in my children's school and realised that there was a way that I could bring in my old career with building those relationships with children and spending time on a daily basis with them in the classroom. I chose a skip programme because I knew that I learned best from experience, and having that time in the classroom and learning on the job was definitely the best way for me to learn, by observing and then doing. I applied for various skip programmes in Nottinghamshire, and in the end my decision was made for me as to which to choose at interview, because I felt a real like-mindedness between myself, Shelley and Trina, because they were really genuinely interested in what I could bring to teaching and what I could bring to training, rather than how I would fit their mould, which is what I'd experienced at other interviews. This individuality and this interest in me as a person definitely continued in my training, where mentors took time to get to know my strengths and what challenges I was facing in my training, and were able to adapt to meet my needs and to support me one-to-one through emails and later Zoom and things. So it was a real kind of support package that was tailor-made for me and my needs, which I definitely feel was down to the way that they do things with Nottinghamshire Torch Skip, and I'm not sure it could be recreated in a much larger programme. I have obviously experienced a very different training year to other training years due to the pandemic, but I felt completely supported out of placement. And although I suppose my in-classroom experience on placement was cut short, I was fully able to prepare things like planning, assessment, how to support with cognitive load and memory retention. So I felt really prepared in those areas when going into the classroom as an NQT. I've really been able to focus on my practice in classroom and know that I've not had to worry about what's going on with my planning and things like that, because I've been prepared for that. My first few weeks as an NQT have been some of the most challenging and rewarding that I've ever had, really. My obviously year 1, year 2 class have the majority of which were not in school during lockdown, so we've really been concentrating on routines and expectations, and every day things feel a bit easier. I feel more confident and I can see the progress in myself and the children step by step, which is great. I think what I've learned from Torch Skip, and I will continue to take with me in my career, is that you never stop learning in this job. Every observation that I do of another teacher, or every time I see their resources, every time I read Twitter or a journal article, I'm constantly learning. And when I'm scanning my classroom and seeing how things are going, I'm always thinking about what am I doing well and how can I improve it, because there is always something else to learn and another way to progress, and Torch Skip has definitely instilled that into me, and it will only continue to enhance my practice.